Sripada Sharanam Prapadhye. Chapter 39. Meeting with Nagendra Sastry. We received the gem of the Kalanagu and continued our journey. Our eagerness to visit Sri Pitikapuram was increasing. The shape of Kalanagus. On the way, we received the hospitality in the house of a Brahmin. His name was Nagendra Sastry. He knew Mantra Shastra. Many cobras were moving in his house, but they were not harming anyone. He was looking after the cobras like his own children. They were freely moving on his body. Divine serpents have a gem on their hood. Nagendra Shastri worshipped serpents for many years. He prayed to the deity of the serpents for a gem of Kalanagu for the purpose of worship. The efficacy of Nagamani. Nagendra Shastri said, "Dear ones, today is a very good day. When Sripada was a boy of 15 years, I went to Pitikapuram. I visited Padagaya Kshetra. I saw a Kalanagu around the neck of the Swayambhu Datta idol. There was a gem on its hood. The serpents that control time are called Kalanagus. They will have gems on their hoods. During the night, those gems emit a divine light. The Kalanagus have Kundalini power. They always remain in yogic meditation like the great sages. Different gradations exist not only for humans but also for serpents. Kalanagus are generally not seen by men. The Nagamani, gem of a snake on the hood of the Kalanagu, has the power to ward off the inauspicious vibrations from the planet Mars. Those inauspicious vibrations merge in the Nagamani and auspicious vibrations emanate from it. Those auspicious vibrations grant auspicious results to those afflicted by the planet Mars. If the planet Mars is not properly placed in the horoscope, fighting conditions beset life and unfavorable circumstances surround the individual. They are enmity with inmates of the house, enmity with relatives and friends, debt difficulties, girls not getting married at the proper age and remaining as old virgins throughout their life and even after marriage, not begetting children, as well as failure in all enterprises, notwithstanding great capacity and efficiency. After I visited the self-manifested Datta, my desire to acquire the gem of the Kalanagu intensified. My strong hope was that I would have extraordinary progress in all stages of my life if I were to get the gem. The efficacy of the Padukas of Sripada, regulations for remedying Nagadosha. I was passing near the house of Sri Narasimhavarma. Sripada was playfully watering the trees in their premises. Sri Narasimhavarma was making small channels for watering the trees. There was an Audambara tree in the garden of their house. Sri Narasimhavarma was digging a channel near this tree for the water to penetrate easily to the roots of the tree. While digging around the base of the Audambara tree, Sri Varma found copper sandals with the footprints of Sripada. Those sandals were the measurements of a 16-year-old boy. I heard a voice, "Nagendra Sastry, come hither." With wonder, I went to his presence. Srivarma washed those sandals with coconut water. They were placed before the lotus feet of Sripada. Srivarma thought that they would be given to him for worship. But the intention of Sripada was different. Sripada kindly gave those sandals to me. He said, Nagendra Sastry, establish a Nagendra Pitha, altar with a seat of worship for Nagendra, and worship these Padukas. For a long time you have been wishing to have the gem of Kalanagus. I am pleased with you. I am that very Mahaswami who is worshipped by the Kalanagus with the divine gems and whose divine lotus feet they adore. These divine Padukas are mine only. Worship them. People suffering from chronic diseases will approach you. When you worship these padukas and give them tirtha, here the water used for washing the padukas, these diseases will be cured. All sorts of nagadoshas, afflictions due to hurting snakes are removed. When dakshinas are offered at the time of assuaging Nagadosha, it should be strictly noted and adhered to that it will be a combination of some amount belonging to the wife, to the husband, and to the parents. When a man offers a donation for assuaging his Nagadosha, he should receive some money from his brother-in-law or father-in-law, that is, from the family of his wife, and add it to his offering. When a woman offers a donation to assuage her Nagadosha, she should collect some money from her husband's family and add it to the money offered by her. When both husband and wife donate money for assuaging their Nagadosha, they should add money collected from both of their families to their own money and make an offering. The husband should give it from his self earned money, and the wife should give it from her stridhan. These amounts should be combined and then offered. In case an unmarried girl donates money for the removal of her Nagadosha, she should add some money from her father and also from her maternal uncles and then donate. In this way, Nagadosha will be completely eliminated. Once upon a time, besieged by the demons Shumba and Nishumba, the gods reached the Himalayas and praised the goddess Haimavati, Parvati. Then from the body of Gauri, Parvati, a goddess named Kaushiki emerged. When Kaushiki left her body, Parvati's form turned black and that form became well known with the name Kali. That Kali form again wished to change into the form of Gauri. When this thought popped up, she immediately disappeared. Parameshwara, Shiva, asked Narada about her whereabouts. Then Narada said that she was on the north side of Sumeru, Mount Meru. With the orders of Shiva, Narada approached her and prayed, Mother, please marry Shiva and be happy. Hearing this marriage proposal, she became angry. There emerged a Shodashi idol from her body. From that Chaya Vigraham form, the form of Tripura Bhairavi emerged. When Parvati is in the form of the destroyer, a physical union with Shiva will not be possible. Instead, she will be filled with anger and emotion. The Kalanagus, which rule over time, are responsible for causing this anger and emotion in Parvati. Since I am the form of Mahavishnu, I those Shiva's trident created Nagamanis. I bestowed a boon that these gems will be worn by the Kalanagus. In addition, I have given the blessing that Kalanagus will stay on the bodies of Shiva and Parvati as ornaments. Since Haimavati is my sister, I have laid down a stipulation that unless money from the family is added to the Dakshina, Nagadosha will not be completely remedied. My dear Nagendra Sastry, follow my words meticulously. Utilize your proficiency in the Naga Shastra for the well being of the world. Spiritual results for devotees of Datta. In due course of time, Shankarabhat and Dharmagupta will come to you. Give them my divine padukas and receive a divine gem of Kalanagus from them. There is a time limit for the functions of the body. There is a time limit for the mind. There is a time limit for prana, breath, life force. The soul is beyond time limits. As long as the planets and stars exist, time continues to exist. Growth and decay take place as per the time. Many universes originate, develop, remain for some time, and then undergo dissolution. All this is the greatness of time. That time form is under my control. Kala Purusha will always favor my devotees. Even devils, ghosts, spirits, and such terrible forces cannot do any harm to those who adore Sri Datta. I am the strongest of all the living creatures in this creation. The living beings derive strength and develop from me. I withdraw my strength from those who are proud and become frenzy with arrogance. Pride and arrogance are the roots of all evils. Those who worship me and remember me at all times will live with eternal gratification and happiness. Sripada explained thus. Those great persons arranged meals for me in the house of Sri Narasimha Varma. Sri Varma used to donate great quantities of food. Lord Datta likes donating food very much. He feels a sense of scarcity when any living being suffers from hunger. He is the well-wisher of all creatures. I took permission of Sripada and left that place. I constructed an ashram in this place. I have been preaching about Varnashrama dharmas, right living according to caste and age to all those who come to me. In the meantime, my wife died and I became very depressed. One day, the wife of a barber died due to a snake bite. By employing the Nagavidya known to me, I brought back the snake and got the poison removed. But the barber's wife did not like to re-enter into the body. Instead, she wanted to freely roam in the Pranamaya Jagat, world of the vital force, and possess people. She intended to enjoy when people were distressed. The barber requested to bring back his wife to life. Then I told him that I would introduce the soul of my wife into that body and that he should treat her as his own mother. He agreed. The soul of my dead wife was introduced into the body of the barber's wife. It meant that my wife became alive again. The wife of the barber was a very bad one. Because she was a shrew, all the nerves in her body were defective. My wife was feeling agitated residing in the defective body. She was having a burning sensation all over her body. She was experiencing extreme pain. She repeatedly requested me to allow her to leave the body. News spread in the village where I lived that a Brahmin by the name of Nagendra Sastry brought back to life the wife of a barber, and that he was having illicit contact with her, and that he was doing a lot of injustice to the barber. Therefore, the caste chiefs of the barber decreed that the above misdeeds must be made known to the Brahmins living in the neighborhood, and that I should be banished from my caste, and that three-fourths of the money that was earned by me through mantras and tantras should be given to the barber as compensation, and that only one-fourth of the amount should be retained by me, Nagendra Sastry. My position was very troublesome. No one was willing to listen to my explanation of the matter. The dead wife of the barber possessed some ladies and told them that she was the ghost of the dead wife of Nagendra Sastry, and that it was the duty of the headman of the barber caste to stop the misdeeds of her husband. All of them got into a rage and threatened to kill me and the barber woman. I sought the refuge of Sripada. Then Sripada averred, simply because you are the husband, it is not proper for you to order your wife to enter into the body of the wife of the barber. Not only that, with your knowledge of Mantra Shastra, you should, without expecting any remuneration, serve those who are suffering. You should not be greedy for money. You should happily accept whatever they give you. I obeyed the commands of Sripada. Afterwards, the soul of my wife left the body of the barber's wife. That body was cremated. Sripada Rajam Sharanam Prapadhye.